Pakistan confirms acquisition of Chinese J-35 stealth fighters and
That looks
integrated air
familiar.
defense systems. So this is the 2-engine version, Chinese version of the F-35, allegedly the American. So looks like, so this article is pretty straightforward. So they bought the airplane, and what? Scroll down. What they bought what is that? The KJ.
So they got the airborne AWACS, the early
Yep.
warning and control aircraft, and then
Yeah,
the HQ-19 ballistic
Yep.
missile defense. So, dude, they went with the whole package.
They did, but the thing that really caught me about this article is down towards the bottom. They Pakistan said that they already have pilots in China training.
Yeah, for the J-10.
No, J-35, right? This is the first export, right? Export customer for the J-35. Pakistan uses the F-16 as well, and I think they're older, so this might be the replacement for it. But I mean, they bought, like you said, Mover, they bought a significant amount of Chinese hardware. So it's, I mean, definitely they're not buying any American stuff. And I guess the recent conflict with India, right, with the claimed J-10 success. So I don't know, man. It's looking like the Chinese export, the military business of exporting weapons for China is getting a little bit of traction. Wombat, what do you think, man?
I mean, it's interesting. I find it more interesting, I guess, that they got the whole package than that thing, because that is in theory should all work together better. You know, I mean, you've talked. I don't talk about anything important on the show, but you've talked about it where you could take the most advanced fighter and give it to the worst pilot, and the integration of the whole weapon system just doesn't work. But it sounds like to me that they are, you know, looking at this from a big picture of we're going to have the whole thing go.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. That's probably not the worst way to do it, but
yeah. Hey, Doug, bring that article back up and go to the second paragraph. This is what I was talking about. Hold on here. There we go. I don't think anybody can see that, but it says what the first airplanes will start arriving in the aircraft
Coming months.
Yeah, in the coming months, right? And it says, yeah. So they got pilots in China training on the J-35 right now, which is pretty eye opening. So
yeah,
I mean, I'm a proud American, but we smoke and joke about the Chinese stuff, but you cannot deny the speed and the industrial capacity that China has. So I mean, I don't know exactly when the J-35 was first developed, but it seems to me that they brought that thing from, a sketch on a piece of paper
from the F-35. Yeah.
Okay. Right. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, holy cow. Like I read this article.
It was a good sketch. It was a good sketch.
Really good sketch. A lot of depth files. Somehow classified, don't know where they got it.
Somehow they knew the super F-35 that we wanted to build. Yeah. So they just added the other engines. They're like, they're going to want this later. But I mean, but even aside from that, it's pretty, if that's true, it's pretty amazing that, the J-35 is relatively new to the rest of the world as far as it even existing. And then, hey, we're going to sell to Pakistan. Guess what? We already have Pakistani pilots in country training on it. And hey, and also guess what? We're going to have these things to you here shortly. I mean, how long is the waiting list for F-35 for our allies? You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is the industrial capacity of China, I think is pretty eye-opening. If that statement is true, it might not be true. It might be all propaganda.
Well, you have to remember, it's a great point, Gonky. I mean, that is incredibly fast. You're right. It is surprising. But you have to remember the Pakistan-China relationship is not new, right? They did the JF-17. They have bought the J-10CE. J-10 had success in their recent conflict with India, and that became viral news. We've covered it. We've angered a lot of people on both sides about it. But the fact that, they were claiming 6 kills and, India came out and said, yeah, we lost aircraft in this conflict, and they're kind of getting dodgy about it, means that it performed well. So what happens when something performs well, right? You go back and go, hey, give us this package deal. And you got to remember too, it's something, you talked about with Malaysia, and then buying stuff, but any country, if the ecosystem works, right? If a J-10 avionics are very similar to the J-35, it's a very easy transition, and you're buying the package deal to where all your aircraft are, plug and play almost. You take a J-10 guy, put him in the J-35, all they're learning is the systems differences, and they're good to go. It's not a fast pipeline at all. The question I have, like you pointed out, is what does that come with? Does it come with tactics? Is it coming with full avionics suites? Is it throttle back avionics? Like, what does their export version look like? How many aircraft do they get that are full up and ready to go? And are they that fast? Because like the Malaysian, the Su-30, right? You can give them a husk of an aircraft with 2 engines and flight controls, but the avionics package is going to take a little bit longer to figure out if you're not including that. And I'm not saying they're not. I'm just saying, there's a lot more to it. And if they are able to produce that quickly, I mean, dude, how do you compete with that?
Yeah, that's the scary part to me. Like, holy cow, that thing, in my mind, it's still like over at the VX squadron, they're still like trying to figure out how it drops.
Well, they probably don't do that. That's probably part of it, where they don't go through like, well, we need to test the air conditioner at 69 degrees today. It's going to take 6 weeks to figure that out. Like, they don't do it.
Yeah, they don't.
It's a $2 million test, but I mean,
we're gonna test the coating today. Put it in the hangar that can fry it.
Yeah,
just
you got a point, dude. Yeah, I mean,
we'll figure it out. Maybe we could start copying some stuff.
No.
Well, yeah, I mean, our stuff is better, but like we've said in the past, man, the whole procurement process, the whole, design board to frontline, something needs to happen. Like, it's too expensive and it takes too long, which
I wonder what the support is too, right? Because they get all this stuff, like what's the parts availability when things start breaking? What's the maintenance training look like? What's the extra?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's huge too. I mean, if they're not getting any support, like that's tough to generate, right? To learn on your own and to.
Yeah, you have to go elsewhere. I mean, the Malaysians told me when they got the MiG-29, the Russians taught them how to take off and land, and they left. It's like, well, but wait,
look,
yeah,
well,
the Indians helped them out. So, and then they figured stuff out as well by themselves. But yeah, you're right. I mean, what comes with that? An airplane's airplane, but there's maintenance knowledge and parts, and I mean, just a laundry list of programs and expertise that comes with maintaining these high-tech weapons. So, I mean,
it's like that old commercial with the 2 kids, I got a brand new F-35. It's invisible. And the other kid's like, well, I got, 2 new Super Hornets with all support and 10-year warranty. Like, and so like, one thing, you just get the plane and it's invisible. The other one, you get all this extra stuff and
same price.
It's like Wombat said, right? If you're getting, we just talked about if the F-16 did the shoot down with the Su-35 and their early warning, imagine an ecosystem that's already designed for itself. They're doing the KJ 500, one of the early warning and control aircraft, plus the ballistic missile system or interceptor. I mean, dude, that's what they need in Pakistan, because their threat is right across the border. I mean, they've just shown that's what they're fighting. We would rather them not, but that's the world we live in.